Princess of Pahlavi. That's the name they're shouting when they go out, when they go into the streets and offer their lives for the freedom of Iran. They're shouting his name. So if you are against Princess of Pahlavi, you're betraying the life given for the ability to tell the world that this is what we want. Everybody needs to understand that we are not just fighting for the end of the Islamic Republic, we are also fighting for something. And what we're fighting for is the return of Pahlavi to Iran. With regards to Princess of Pahlavi not being in Iran, obviously this guy has room temperature IQ.
Yeah.
Princess of Pahlavi being in Iran doesn't make any sense. He would have been captured and executed, or worse, maybe tortured immediately if he was there. And you can see like they have no limits when it comes to whatever they want to, with regards to what they do to survive. So
Even
Princess
in Fahrenheit, that's pretty
and Princess of Pahlavi has actually managed to
room
achieve
temperature. I do. That's
so
great.
much. He has created
Room
multiple
temperature
lines of
IQ is
oxygen group.
crazy.
He's the only name that people call. He has all the right
He's
values that Iranian people support. He's pro-West. He's pro-Israeli. He has a 47-year record of fighting for just one thing, and that one thing is not him gaining power. It's not even for monarchy, as many people think. It's the only thing that he's fighting for is for the Iranian people to be able to choose their own destiny. And if that destiny is constitutional monarchy, so be it. That's what he's fighting for, Iranian people being able to make that decision. And if you read his books and look at all his speeches for the past 47 years, that has been the consistent thing that he has been fighting
Right.
for.
What? He's
And he has been
crazy.
doing
He
that
has
with people inside of Iran,
5 established
from people
ratings.
within the regime that are now his basically agents within his regime, with media, with politicians all around the world. And I mean, even if he didn't have any of that, his resume is really impressive. But even if he didn't have any of
Sure,
that, it
whatever.
doesn't
Let me
matter.
join.
What matters is who the Iranian people want, and the Iranian people want their king back. They want Princess of Pahlavi, and that's all you need to know.
Armin, I appreciate you so deeply, my brother, for coming onto the show and sharing with us. I am hoping and praying, like we've said many times before, when we get to see each other, meet each other first time in person, it happens in Tehran, and then maybe a quick trip after to Tel Aviv. Thank you so much, Armin, for joining us. And everyone, please go follow Armin on Atheist Republic. His links will be down below in the description. Thanks. Bye.
Thank you. And I'm Israel High, Javid Shah.
Ciao, ciao. Guys, I just want
David
to remind you
John.
again, Atheist Republic and Goldie Gamari, they actually do a live show every single day. They've been covering the revolution in Iran. You can find both of them streaming. It's like where I'm coming to get all my information. I'll sometimes appear there in a live chat. Go super chat them. Go support them. Take time out of your day to let them know how much we appreciate them. And I will see you guys in the next one. I love you long time. Goodbye, clats.
Fair enough. This- Oh, oof. B'nai Shraq. Rating deviation. Yeah, the rating deviation is still pretty high. I like how I got called underrated by someone. Which I don't think I am, by the way. I am pretty bad. I just played this somehow, like, fine.
It is time yet again, my friends, to lose brain cells with your boy, the sweet Zionist Prince. Ahlan wa sahlan.
It's fine.
Habibi wa habibtis. Let's get into it. If you don't know how this works, I'm tall and traveling like your sweet Zionist Prince. If you want to be a sweet Zionist Prince or princess just like me, if you want to get paid $7,000 by the Israeli government, you can get the merch down below in the description of the travelplat.com. Can you be a white colonizer? On this show, we take a look at memes,
You can even be a white
side, everything in between, and lose brain cells together. Furious liberal woman blames America for the situation in Iran. Let's take a look.
Why is Iran collapsing? Because of American sanctions. Thank you very much.
Look at those fucking eyes, man. Oh my God, baby. There's something wrong with you. My love. My love, my love, my love.
Very much. And CIA and Mossad operatives. We know that. People know that. The mainstream media, you guys know it. These guys know it. Everybody here knows it.
Everyone
but the
knows it.
mainstream media people don't know it because they refuse to talk about it. Why is Iran
Yeah,
collapsing?
you got it. That's the reason.
Weirdly,
I don't believe she's
Oh,
getting paid
shit.
by. I don't believe she's getting paid by anyone to say that. I just think she's retarded. We've seen clips of her before. Oh, the little gay boy retard. Clap said he's been banned from every club in Miami. Considers playing chess from now on his streams.
Yeah, dude, I went out last night and had a fucking blast, but I was trying to go to the clubs after, and I was literally banned for like no joke.
Andrew, were you live?
No. So I was just like asking promoter, and he checked like literally every single club, and I'm done.
That's fucked.
Yeah, Coco, Jones, Liv.
What are you gonna do?
Dude, I'm gonna fucking start playing chess. You know what I mean? Like, is it forever?
I mean, bro, as long as you can get into Moxies, you're good.
Yeah, dude,
What an interesting conversation between two human beings, huh?
it is.
I'd rather listen to literally anything. I'd rather listen to a small African pygmy tribe in the Congo I can't understand. Just go. Like, I'd rather listen to them click sounds and suck their teeth, and I would have more fun, and it would be more interesting for me than 30.
That's actually a pretty good move.
Clavicular? Is that his name? And that, by the way, isn't to be racist towards African pygmy tribes. I genuinely am interested in African pygmy tribes, for those of you guys know about Makele Mbembe. Very small niche fraction of you guys know about that shit, but you guys know I'm a fucking cryptozoology nerd. I'm a fucking dinosaur boy. I don't know if you guys know, I got a fucking... There's a whole Brachiosaurus skull I 3D printed right there.
I can forfeit here, but I don't know.
You guys only see one side of me on here on this bitch. You guys don't know.
On this
Shit,
bitch?
I'm dropping my camera. You guys don't know what I'm up to in my free time. Huh? You guys have no idea where my allegiance lies. You guys
Bro,
have no
is he-
idea.
okay.
They're gay virgin boys. You're looking at the biggest one. I'm just kidding.
Anyone under the age of 110, maybe under the age of 40, who is running for office against one of these individuals who voted to open the government again, I will send money to. If you are a Democrat who wants to primary us, we need an absolute shedding in the skin of the Democratic Party that goes back to the ideals of looking out for poor people and being willing to make the real sacrifices. This is something that affects the entire West. I'm a little.
I can tell, like, she's just asking you a question. This is the longest I've ever gone with anyone on the street. Yes or no? Should Schumer go?
Yesterday.
So you said you give money to anyone who goes up against these guys. Did you give money to Manda?
I did not. I'm not a New York resident. I didn't want to get involved. And quite frankly, just to be honest, and you're prompting me here, I would have had I been a New York City resident, I would have.
Did you make a noise when he said that?
Everyone who goes this, I'm not a New York resident. Clinton did it, all these people said it. I don't know.
Think
All
so?
I hear in New York is every single time.
Okay. Who's the mayor of LA?
Karen Bass.
Okay, well done.
Daniel. Here's the deal. Would you vote for him if you lived there? Or would you have voted for Cuomo?
Oh, 100% I would have voted for Cuomo.
Whoa.
Because he had the balls and the judgment to say, to condemn the mosque, which Mom Donovan's never was able to
Only
do.
criteria. This guy
Something about endorsing suicide and death culture.
Oh, forget it. I'm riding this.
You upgraded yourself. You upgraded yourself to be a good terrorist. Yeah, you upgraded yourself. There, sorry, wrong side. I don't give a fuck. This is my side right here. Nazi's over there. Nazi side. That's your mom's side. Your mom's a Nazi. Look,
Your mom's a Nazi.
terrorist. Don't worry. We can get your face too soon. Over there. Nazi terrorist. On the side. Yeah?
Wait, what the?
Yeah. You look like you're twitching. Why are you so scared? What do you want, the spectrum? You're on the spectrum. Go ahead, good job. Terrorist over there. Terrorist over there. Good job. You on the spectrum? You on the spectrum? You're on a spectrum? You're gonna put your hand up? I will. Yeah, I will. You keep putting your hands up. Everything you on cam. You're gonna. Yeah, that's right. Everything's on cam. Keep trying. Keep trying. Yes. If you put your hands on me, I will fuck you up. If you put your hands on me, I will fuck her up. Anyone you guys put your hands on me, I will fuck you up. I'll fuck you up. Go ahead, do it. Do it, Chucky. I dare you to do what you wanted to do. I dare you to do what you wanted to do. I want your blood, baby. I want your blood, baby. You're on the wrong side, yes, you're on the wrong side.
They do all indeed look like they suffer from a bit of the tism. I'm not gonna lie. So I think that was a good assessment at the behest. Are you on the spectrum? And I do generally like the "Are you on the spectrum" kind of joke. I think it's solid. I like it. So 10 out of 10 meme there.
It's Greek Jewish. My mom. Yeah. There's less than like 10,000 in Greece now, so that's
What?
10,000 Jews in Greece?
Well, yeah, there's less than.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
You guys killed them all.
Sorry, I never thought I'd also feel guilt towards Greek people now. I can say all of it, okay? Well, sorry again, yeah?
One of them was my grandfather, who was 13, and he went to 3 concentration camps.
He went to 3 concentration camps? Oh my god, that's insane. Cool, okay, so what's your question? Can we get to the fucking question? Horrible. This is horrible information you shared. Oh my god, do you want to ask me about my favorite castle or something like that?
She's Irish, Swedish, and German.
And what did I do to her? What did we do to her? What did we do to your Swedish mom?
Do you have any questions of like what growing up like that was?
So your question is if I have a question for you. So you asked me and just made me feel guilty for 5 fucking minutes with your monologue. And then you're like, I have a question, but if you have any questions for me, I'm here. Oh my god, this is horrible. You're manipulating me. Typical Jew, am I right? This is horrible. Unbelievable. Playing Jedi mind tricks with me. This is horrible.
And I'm sure the comment section is very civil. Shall we? She doesn't realize he didn't do it, right? Should have reversed it on her, ask her about the genocide her people are committing right now. Victim card. How do you survive 3 death camps? Something isn't adding up. It never happened, by the way. The typical Jew burning, but seriously, what was her point? Ask her what her grandfather's favorite camp was, so he could concentrate the first time. I am not surprised. Is anybody else surprised? Absolutely not. I can hear that. The flute beginning of La Vanagila. Meet Zayda Ismail, who with her friend Lena Ciel, Stockton Israeli.
You can take a video all at once. You're not welcome in Ireland. How are you not welcome in Ireland?
Yes, I'm
Absolutely, Israel is also out. Believe me, Israel is also out.
love you too. I hope. Did you just leave? I did. Okay. And I actually did not miss. Can you go for this, please? Thank you. Thank you. Because this was an attack. Yeah, I got speaker. Why do you keep recording me, this lady? Like, you can be very quiet?
Free pass side. This is my better side. Guys, please. You can take video all you want. Okay. You're not welcome in Ireland. How are you gonna start not welcome in Ireland?
Yes,
Why is it that somebody with the name Zaina Ismail felt the reason to spit on somebody in a country? Man, something's not.
To be honest, he kind of looks cringe. No, I don't know why.
So I'm currently at Tel Aviv airport. Probably wondering what I'm doing here. I've come to visit Masjid al-Aqsa and it's been a dream to come. I've always wanted to come, but the stories kind of put me off. I'm here to share my story of immigration and whatnot and security, and maybe that will motivate some people to come, because you always hear about horror stories but not the good ones. So let me begin. When we got here, went through immigration like normal. You apply for a visa beforehand, which is like £5 or £6, I believe, and they get back to you within 24 hours. But you here at border control, they give you like a green slip, and you need to scan that to get out. So I got mine immediately. It was basic questions: how long are you here for? Why are you here? When do you flight back? Where do you stay?
No, I don't wanna.
Which absolutely fine, absolutely normal. My husband, on the other hand, got moved to a side. We were in a waiting room. I got to wait with him. We were in a waiting room for about 2 hours, I'd say 2.5 hours. Luckily, I had snacks, but even though I had snacks, which I think is kind of nice, they gave me coffee, they gave me a cheese sandwich, and the worker also came to me and said to me, like, do you need anything else? Your husband won't be long, you know, stuff like that. Even though
Well, my hand actually still hurts for some reason, but it's way better now. So I have an excuse not to go.
put me off from visiting beforehand, but now I feel like I should share this positive story. Yes, we had to wait a couple of hours. Yes, his interview questions were a bit silly, like, where do you pay the zakat? Are you religious? How many times a day do you pray? You know, which imam you follow, like things like that aren't related to the visit really. And they do say stuff to you like, do not approach anyone, just literally go from your hotel to the mosque, don't go anywhere else, you know, things like that. But you've got to be sensible in your answers, and I feel like I was polite with them too, like they were cheeky, and they would question them, and the questions they were asking me. But long story short, it took around 3 hours, the whole thing, and we are out, we've got our baggage. We weren't searched or strip searched or anything like that, alhamdulillah. It was all good. So I thought I'd share it with you. So if you're thinking about travelling to Masjid al-Aqsa to see the beauties of this area of the world, then say Bismillah and pack that bag. Because my experience so far, alhamdulillah, has been positive.
Wait, I've played this guy before, apparently.
Alhamdulillah, sister, alhamdulillah. First, I want to say, Ahli wa sahlan to Israel anytime. You're also always welcome here. Assalamu alaikum. We accept and appreciate any Muslims who are visiting our country. We do take a moment to question you at the airport, considering the UK has now become a hotbed for radical Islamic terrorism and extremism. Hence why the UAE is now banning their students from going to study in the UK. So that accent alone should put you in a camp of potentially dangerous individuals when visiting Israel. And we want to keep a watchful eye to make sure none of you guys blow up and or stab anybody or kill anyone on your visit to our beautiful nation. The questions you were asked about where you pay zakat and which imam you follow is strictly in accordance to find out whether you are supporting any potential terrorist organizations knowingly or inadvertently, and which imam you follow is on the basis of the fact that there are many imams in the UK now preaching hate, destruction, and terrorism towards the state of Israel. Final explanation towards all this. I'm sorry, unfortunately, my sister, that you had to wait 2 hours. It is a very long time, and I understand after taking a flight, it's not ideal, but I hope you had an amazing journey in Israel. I really do.
Oh, let's go then. An actual guy that I can maybe beat.
An experience I had when crossing the border from Israel to Jordan. a lovely Muslim country with my tefillin, with actually this bag of tefillin that I travel with. This is a prayer item that Jews have called tefillin, also known as phylacteries in English. You can look it up. We wrap it on our hands. It's something that Jesus, the Prophet of Islam, would have prayed with as well. Jesus the Muslim. When I arrived in Jordan, they saw my tefillin and made me walk my ass back into Israel to deposit it in the locker because there's no freedom of religion. And I wasn't allowed to enter the country of Jordan with my tefillin. They had to wait 3 days in the locker on the Israeli side. And when I got to the Israeli border, they were looking at me like, why the fuck are you back so quickly? I was like, they won't let me in with the tefillin. They're like, oh yeah, they do that sometimes. I was like, I thought there's no freedom of religion. There's tons of Israelis that go to Jordan all the time to go to Petra, which is what I was doing. It's like, yeah, no, they like to just be anti-Semitic sometimes. I'm like, oh, cool. That's nice. What a lovely, you guys are really lovely, you guys. Wow. Somehow I'm always playing victim, yet victimizing everybody at the same time. It's really, there's a lovely shindig going on there. It's a real story. So
I would believe it.
To all Muslims worldwide. Assalamu alaikum. Ahla wa sahla. Marhaba. You guys are all welcome.
Nice, I actually got a win here. A small win.
As your online ambassador, you're always welcome to our wonderful nation, and I hope you visit and enjoy.
Somebody knocking loud on the door. Who's that? Who's that?
Oh wait, this is actually really good.
Just the police, mate. How you going?
Good.
Good. Oh, I don't have a problem. I just want to speak
Wait.
to you. Yeah.
Oh my god.
I just want to come and speak to you about a few things we've
This is crazy.
come to our attention that may have been posted on.
Wait, okay, he also has
Got
queen.
right to freedom of speech. You can bugger off.
Absolutely. All right.
Okay.
Do you
See
want-
ya.
Okay, mate.
UK style boxing, those are starting in Australia. You cannot imagine that happening in America. UK shut up. Like, that's what America is gonna do it. And that's why the Second Amendment right is so fucking important. Don't show up at my house unless I made a threat on somebody's life, which you don't do. Don't ever do that. If you're posting political opinions, whatever be on social media, and the police show up at your house, come the fuck right out. What are you coming to me and talking about what I post on social media? Mieta, who the fuck are you? What is that? That's insanity. Don't come and talk to me about social media. Did I commit a crime? No. Fuck off. Don't come and talk to me. Christian woman who escaped Islamists in the Middle East. I think I actually remember this clip. This is a Coptic woman from Egypt who they're being massacred. My ancestors had to pay jizya so we could keep our faith. Others couldn't have to convert. This is kuffar land where you live on social benefits. Go back, go back. Yeah, that's what. And they come down and preach Islam in their faces. Can you imagine as a Coptic Christian what that would be like? To see that shit? You grow up in a Muslim country where they oppressed you and you have to pay a jizya, and then you come and see people trying to convert each other to Islam. Crazy. Here's our favorite gay Mexican.
Seago got banned on kick. And it's just so unfair. My friend got banned on
Wait, if I do this and this.
Catch a break. Allah, why do you give your strongest soldiers your toughest battles? Allah, why? Why do you give your strongest jihadists your toughest battles? Muslim brother, please hang in there. Hang in there, as the Quran says. Washubigu, the booby-boo, yabba-booby-boo.
On Nick Fuentes W, but we'll give him a W. We'll give him a W every once in a while. And he got a W there. He got a W right there. On Nico W, but we'll give it to him. CCTV has captured the terrifying moment Jewish teenagers ran for their safety as a Ute driver, that's a Ute is a pickup truck in Australia, performed Nazi salutes and chased them through Melbourne streets. Terrifying. Oh my god, he almost ran him over. Yeah, considering the Melbourne shooting, or the Sydney shooting, the Bondi Beach shooting, Jews in Australia are.
Why did I do that?
Definitely
No.
on the fucking edge.
I don't know.
Let's take a look at this clip from Fox News.
Fox News.
Do you have a job? Do you have a job?
Bamba! No.
Do you have a job?
Nice. Get paid right now. That's lovely.
My dog is barking and my brother is sleeping.
It has a strange story or a rule that doesn't make sense to me. You know, like every time there's a terrorist act, they always tell you on the news about how they believe they're all going to heaven, and every guy who does a jihad thing, and he gets 72 virgins. That's right. That's the story with 72 virgins. Which, first of all, who are the women? Who are the 72 virgins? Does God have to kill 72 nice girls? All right, ladies. The good news is you're going to heaven. The weird news. Or does God just make them fresh like farm-raised salmon? He just whips up 72 women. All right, nobody fuck these. I'm saving them for that guy. Every religion has a strange.
Yeah, the 72 virgins hadith is it was fun watching that clip of Ali Dawa trying to defend it. It was very fun. Okay, Steve Witkoff, Jared Kushner, and Josh Groenbaum are meeting President Putin. President Putin at the Kremlin in Moscow. Wow, that's big.
That's crazy.
Putin had a little bit of a weird walk there. Is it just? I mean, I know he's older, but it looked like he was a little worse for wear there. I mean,
Okay, guys. Well, I'm good to go now. I'm gonna pause the stream. I'll see you later, guys.